So, friends, we are going to learn something called collocation with say. With say is a verb, and I'm going to tell something about what are the words that naturally go with say, right? So, collocation is very important because collocation teaches you how to speak naturally in English. If you know something called time and tense and collocation and little bit of vocabulary, I'm sure you can speak English fluently, flawlessly, and confidently. Three things can happen if you know collocation. In our previous, classes, I have taught you some things, a lot of things about collocation with make, collocation with keep, collocation with get. Right now is the time to learn something about collocation with say. And you know, say is a verb, very popular verb from, from the very early age, you have been using this particular words. Let's learn very interesting today, like what are the natural words that this say take, right? So say is a verb, say is a verb. We are going to learn something called collocation with say. Say is something that say something is a verb and it has three forms. Say, say, and say. Right? These are the three things. Say, say. And this is something called V1, this is called V2, and this is called V3. So whenever you open your mouth and utter a word, then that particular verb can be four things, right? Let me give you a diagram for that. Suppose you just open your mouth and open, or suppose open your mouth and you utter few words, you utter anything. So that process you can say, you can say speak, or you can say tell, you can say talk. So whenever you open your mouth and utter any words, you can use this kind of verbs, right? So we are going to focus on say, collocation with say. What are the words that naturally go with say, right? So let me give you a diagram for you. So that is called collocation with say. And we are going to focus on very interesting things. And it is quite interesting also because every day you are going to, you are learning or you are going to learn, right? So what are the words that naturally go with, let me put it here, right? So this is called collocation with say. This is the same. And we are going to color, right? Suppose I can say something, anything, and something called nothing. Something, anything, and nothing. This is something you can use say. Say something, he said nothing. Can you say anything? Right? So something, anything, and nothing is used with say. This is the first one. You cannot say like speak something. No, say something. You cannot say tell something, yeah, tell something. No, say something. Look at the things. That's why it's quite interesting. You can say like he was telling something. No, he is saying something. Look, it looks natural to you, but it's not look natural to the British and American guys. I've already informed you that this is the way how the native speaker speak. The native speakers speak, not you and me. We are not the native speaker of America or Britain, or I mean, we can say the Ireland, where basically this language is their mother tongue and they have been using for centuries, right? Like Korea, they use like this. So since nobody can question us why you say like this, so that we call it collocation. Exactly the same way they have their own collocation, right? So that's why certain things you have to make a correction in your speaking. You can say, suppose Deepak sir, say something. Deepak sir, like, can you say anything or nothing? He said nothing actually. Why are you always silent? He says nothing. So say. Say is used with the words or something, anything, and nothing. Right? And there is some wishing words. There is some wishing words. What are these? Good morning, good afternoon, and something called good evening. These are the three wishing words, not patting words. These are the whenever you meet somebody in the morning up to 11 o'clock, you say always good morning, or 12 o'clock, you say always good morning. And in the afternoon, it starts from after 12 to let it be 5 o'clock or 5:30. You say, sir, good afternoon. And once you go in deeper into the, evening, then you can say good evening, right? So these are the three words. Then these three words also you can say, like when Sanjay sir, when you can say whenever Sanjay sir saw me, like he always say good morning to me, or he always says good morning. So this is something called, this is the second one. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good, or you can say good evening. Okay. So you can use say, I always say good morning when I meet you, not speak or tell. You can tell your, you can advise your, daughters, sons, like you have. You can say, guys, whenever meeting your seniors or anybody, say good morning, say good morning. You can advise. Okay. So, like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. These are something called naturally go with say, right? And some parting words like good night or goodbye. Okay. So another things I want to tell you, my friends, this is something called say, something called good night or goodbye. This is called parting words. That means whenever you normally trying to say goodbye means you are trying to leave that place, right? So these are the words that take say. I can say, guys, the time has come to say goodbye to all of you. Time has come to say goodbye to you. ତମାନେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିଲେ ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଆରାମସେ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଠିକ ଅଛି, ସାଙ୍ଗମାନେ ବିଦାୟ ନେବାର ବେଳ ଆସିଗଲା। ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ଲାଇକ୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ହଷ୍ଟେଲରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ କିମ୍ବା ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କଲେଜରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ, ଗେଟ୍ ଟୁଗେଦର ହେଇଗଲା ଆଜି, ଆଉ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଡେରେ ଆପଣ ନିଜ ଘରକୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ବା ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଜାଗାକୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, ତ ଆପଣ କେମିତି ଦୁଃଖରେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ? ଆଉ ତ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ କହିବେନି ମୁଁ ବିଦାୟ ନେଇକି ଯାଉଛି, ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ତାକୁ ଅଲଗା ୱେରେ କୁହନ୍ତି, ସାଙ୍ଗମାନେ ଆମେ ବହୁତ ଦିନ ରହିଲେ ଏଠି, ଆଉ ଏବେ ବିଦାୟ ନେବାର ବେଳ ଆସି ବିଦାୟ ନେବାର ବେଳ ଆସିଯାଇଛି, and it is the time, like we have to do something. It's the time to say goodbye to you or goodbye, right? So good night or goodbye you can use. Are you getting my point, everybody? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let me tell you, these are the words you can use appropriately whenever you say something, anything, nothing. That is also say good morning, good afternoon, Like, the usage is important. How you are going to use it. Okay. So you can use in a different way. You can you say, I'm going to say good morning? No, you cannot say like that. You have to say that, like whenever you're trying to express in a sentence, you can ask, you can tell your instructor, your children or your students, like guys, whenever you meet a person in the morning, always say, always say good morning. Whenever I meet anybody in the morning, I always say good morning. So this is, you can say, look at the sentence. You cannot say, can I say good morning? No, you have to use the sentence like that, good night or goodbye. That is a situation term. You directly telling, yeah, sir, I am going to say good morning to you. You are not going to say like this. You are going to tell sir good morning. But the usage is a different part. Whenever you say, like it's the time, okay, friends, we have been here for a long time. I can say, like it's already 8:30. So it is the time to say goodbye to everybody. Or you can say, like, bye to everybody. So the time say goodbye to everybody. But goodbye is something and bye is a difference, that whenever you say goodbye, you are trying to leave that place permanently for good. But bye, normally we say bye, don't say goodbye. Do you know the meaning of bye and goodbye? Whenever you say goodbye, you are trying to leave that place permanently. Suppose you are in Delhi University, you have been there for more than 4 years, because you are taking some of the graduation course or something like that. And it is the last day of your stay at the hostel. And there is small get together. You can share your views, thoughts, and everything. You can say, guys, look, it was a very enriching experience. It was a very enriching experience for us. We have been here, such a great university, and but we have to say goodbye to one another. That means you are going to Patawi at the last day, and you are going to look. Oh, it is not. It's suppose Deepak sir is from like from Tamil Nadu. I am from Odisha. Prabha ma'am is from Andhra Pradesh. Sanjay sir is from Delhi. Like even we are in contact. Like a lot of media are there. You can be in contact, like Facebook, WhatsApp, or phone call, message. A lot of things. But what is more important, that there's no question of again you are going to meet the we were meeting earlier. So you can say goodbye. But whenever you say bye, that means it is a temporary, departing. You are departing from each other temporarily. Again, there's a chance. You can say, sir, bye, bye, sir. Not goodbye. Goodbye is really, don't make that blunder. Goodbye means you are leaving for that, leaving that person or leaving that place forever. There's no chance, but there's remote possibility. You can again, if you can say, sir, life is uncertain. Can I say that? Look, don't be, don't take this matter as a philosophical one. Just think as it is a literature. Wherever there is no chance of again meeting to somebody, or you are not going to that place again, or staying permanently there, you can say goodbye. Otherwise, you can use bye. So it is the time say goodbye, friends. Like no, you are departing one place. So you can say good morning, goodbye, and good night. These are all called parting words, and the parting words always use say, right? And other things,
See, sir, all are sir collocation, sir. So,
yeah, all are good.
some
All with say, all of collocation with say. Okay,
okay.
collocation with say. You can say with the time say good night. You can tell your your children, go and tell good night. Go and say good night. Say good night. Okay. Go and say good night. You're trying to teach them up. So in the teaching, you can say say. Say is a absolutely. Okay. So the next one, the fourth. Whenever when something happens to you, or I mean good happens to you by somebody, or somebody does something good to you, or something he has done something good to you, how you are going to react? Thank you. Okay, so thank you also the word you can take with thank you or thanks also use with say. So really I want to say thank you, sir. for your. Really, I want to say, look, sometimes you are trying to make the sentence a little bit more figurative. Look, how can you say, Deepak sir, really, you have done a wonderful job for my team, and I sincerely say thank you to you. In place of telling directly thank you, I'm adding few words. Check it out. I'm trying to praise you. Suppose you have done a wonderful job for anything. You have done something good for me. So how can I say thank you? That's over. But I want to make it little bit figurative. So how can I say? I can say, really, sir. I like it is my it is with sincerity. I would like to inform you. I like to say thank you for the kind of work deed you have done for me. So say thank you. Say thank you. Okay. And the last one, I think it's visible. So the last one is something called, you can, or you can say here, you can say, there is something called please. Please is also is something it is used for whenever we are trying to make a request. It's a request word, right? So please, sir, please, sir, can I come in, please, may I come in, like that literally. So please is something is used whenever you're trying to make a request. And believe my friends, please also take the collocation with you. So say something, say anything, say nothing, say good morning, say good afternoon, say good evening, say good night, say goodbye, thank you, and please. These are the words naturally go with say. Apart from that, don't use the four words. You cannot say, it's the time to tell goodbye. No, it's the time to say goodbye. I want to tell thank you. No, I want to say thank you. Okay. Always say please whenever you're trying to, take permission. Always tell please. No. Always say please whenever you are trying to asking for any kind of permission from an higher. So these are the words. Look, very small words, but they always go with say. They don't go with speak, tell, and talk. I think it is somewhat very, good for you. You may not have known it earlier. So I'm sure these are the words that is quite interesting for you. But the uses is very important. How exactly you are going to use it? It's not like that. Can say, sir, how can I directly? Because these are the words. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye, thank you, and please. These are the words you use directly without using any suffix or prefix. You say, good morning, sir. Or you are using sir or uncle or mummy, like that. You are always. So suffix is there, but you are not using any prefix. Before anything. So you are not using any, you can say good morning, a good morning dream. So suffix is there. So suffix means the noun you want to identify, the person you want to identify. But whenever say good night, sir, goodbye, sir, good evening, sir, good afternoon, sir, good afternoon, like your higher boss, your colleague, you are using that. You are using this part, but you are not using anything here. So if you want to say something, then you have to use words here. So it is really, it is the time really, no, I'm so happy the kind of the work you have done. I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Say thank you. Like, say thank you. It's the time to say good night to everybody. You can say like this. This is how you are supposed to use that. The American and British people use like this. They say, guys, suppose we are going for a party. It's time to sleep. How can I say, guys? It's 11 o'clock. It's time to say goodbye to everybody. Then you can do. That we are trying to say. You're not saying good. You can say good day. Good night, everybody. But in a different way, you can say it is the time. You can say it is the time. You can say like it is the time. You can say like it is the time to say good night, everybody. It is the time to say good night, everybody. Like that we can. Now this part is clear to everybody or any doubt?
Yes, sir. Very interesting, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.